A lot of interesting things to discuss today heading into WrestleMania, including main event potential spoilers. This is Wrestle bringing you today's top 5 wrestling news and rumors. Make sure to have those notifications turned on to always be up to date, and let's get right into it. WWE 2K22 released at the beginning of this month, and the roster for it has been a hot topic of discussion as there is multiple release superstars that made the cut. For example, superstars like the Iconic and even Braun Strowman made it to the game, but the Fiend Bray Wyatt did not. And recently, through the modding community, a brand new storyline for the WWE 2K22 My Rise mode has been discovered, which led to Bray Wyatt confirming that this was actually a storyline for the game and not for WWE television. According to a Reddit user and WWE Games modder, Pepsi Guy 2, this Bray Wyatt angle will have the 24/7 champion Dana Brooke being possessed by the Fiend, and ultimately she would have become the Fiend. With Bray Wyatt of course being taken out of the game, it is unknown how this storyline would have played out. Anyways, a report started coming out indicating that this was supposed to be the plan after Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss broke up at WrestleMania, but Bray Wyatt himself debunked the rumor, tweeting out that this was simply an angle for the video game. Let's talk some extra news. It looks like WWE is gonna go extremely hard on making the Raw after WrestleMania special, just like it used to be back in the day. KSI Seats is reporting that there is talk that the Raw after WrestleMania will be booked like it has in years past, with big surprises and returns happening throughout the show. This is likely why one of the reasons they already confirmed that Veer is finally coming to Monday Night Raw. That's gonna be on that Raw after Mania episode. Cody's likely to show up at WrestleMania, so do expect maybe a couple of extra surprises that night after. And I do gotta agree that over the last couple of years, that Raw after Mania episode hasn't been that special when it comes to the shockers, at least. Obviously the crowd is always hyped up, but it does feel like WWE hasn't delivered as much as a lot of us expect. That episode should have that Royal Rumble feel to it, where you just don't know what's gonna happen because of surprises. Onto some injury updates. WWE has made it clear that Bianca Belair's injury is only storyline, and she missed this week Monday Night Raw simply to sell that injury. Bianca is clear she will be at WrestleMania, so no worries when it comes to that. As for Ronda Rousey, during her latest Facebook gaming stream, she ended up indicating that she suffered a minor injury on her top jaw, but that is nothing serious and that she is fine. Ronda Rousey is of course set to take on Charlotte Flair on the main event of night 1 at this year's WrestleMania, unless WWE change plans and don't make that the main event, because as we discussed before, the Stone Cold Steve Austin segment could be the headlining one. Make sure to check out our previous video coverage if you haven't yet for more details on that. And we had Taz taking a shot at WWE as he went to Twitter and shared a video of Don Callis making his entrance on the Revolution buy-in to Kenny Omega's entrance theme with the caption, "I'll be that guy," a couple of weeks ago at AEW Revolution. Taz of course is tweeting this out because Kevin Owens basically did the same thing on Monday Night Raw with Stone Cold Steve Austin music. When another fan pointed out that WWE has done this long before AEW existed, Taz had another rebuttal indicating the following: "And Chris Cardino came out dressed like me to my music, and that was probably mid-90s. Obviously it's not nothing new, but it was just done so recently. I will expect more from a company with 76,000 riders." To be fair, I'm actually surprised that Taz complained about this because WWE has done it multiple times, and if anything, Kevin Owens doing this simply added to his storylines heading into WrestleMania, so in a way it makes sense for them to do it. I was pissed at Kevin Owens just like I was pissed at Don Callis for coming out with Kenny Omega's theme song. Both got me extremely excited and I enjoyed both segments. Last bit of news, we are talking the latest in regards to Ronda Rousey and Brock Lesnar after this year's WrestleMania, because it looks like one of them is not gonna be sticking around. The WWE Hell in a Cell Premium Live event is scheduled for June 5th in Chicago, and based on the advertisement already, it looks like Ronda Rousey will be part of the event, so that means that she will be sticking around after her Charlotte Flair matchup at this year's WrestleMania, which could also mean that she will likely win the title. As for Brock Lesnar, he is not advertised for the show, even though he is advertised for WrestleMania Backlash event in May, which likely means Brock Lesnar is gonna go hiding once again after the WrestleMania Backlash pay-per-view. Of course, the card is subject to change, but this also does brings up the question if this means that Roman Reigns will be the one walking out with both titles at WrestleMania, since Brock is not gonna be around a month after that. Anyways guys, that is all the latest today's top 5 wrestling news and rumors. If you enjoy or found this informative, make sure to turn on those notifications. Stay savage, and I'll catch you on the next one.